Well, they say if you stay in the game long enough, you'll see everything. Never seen that before. Uh, that's on me. Like, we got to know that. So I'm, I guarantee you'll never see it again while I'm here. So, hopefully you'll never see it again. But that's on me. That our guys got to know the rule.
Shelton, you talking about just Craig, going back to first base. That's the easy play there, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's a force out. Bag hasn't moved in 140 years. So, again, our guys got to know the rules. That's my fault.
Schulte, what was up with Frazier on that play too? He seemed very late getting to the bag at first.
Yeah, well, Frazier, I mean, he was over on the shift side. I mean, I don't think he'd ever seen that play before either. So, just we can't chase a runner. We have to make sure that we get the force. So that's just where it's at. I mean, if he runs all the way back and runs into their dugout or, runs down to the strip district, we can walk down and touch first.
Shelton, can you give us an idea of Craig's reaction after that play?
Yeah, I mean, he knew he screwed up. I mean, obviously he's a young kid and he made a mistake and we move on for it. We talk about it, but, he made a mistake.
Shelton, what sort of impact do you think that had on the game, if any?
No, I mean, we had a chance to win the game. I think the one thing about our guys is they're resilient and they came back. We had, a couple opportunities. They continued to fight. There was no lack of effort. They continued to get after it. It affected us because it affected TA throwing about 20 more pitches and probably cost him an inning. But other than that, I mean, we gave ourselves opportunities to win.
Shelton, in that comeback effort in the eighth inning, Adam Frazier gets that hit to move the runner over to third, but gets thrown out going to second. Was that just over aggressive or a bad read, or what did you see on that play?
I think they got a really good carom. I mean, the way our day was going today is they got a carom. We got a replay call right that turned into a homer. I think it was just one of those days where we didn't catch many breaks.
How did you like how Anderson pitched?
I thought he pitched well. I mean, we had the play that we talked about, and then he gave up a jam shot. He gave up a jam shot hit, and he got extended pitch wise. I think he had to throw 30 plus pitches in the one inning, and like I said, it cost him another inning. But I thought he was effective.
Derek Polanco sort of got something out there after a bad stretch. What did you just see from that and also Brian, him and Polanco going back to back?
Yeah, I was back to back. It was nice. I mean, G was in a better spot today. I mean, got a ball up and like I said, going back to Jason's question, I mean, we continued to fight. We continued to give ourselves a chance to win the game. We just didn't get the big hit, and the big hit's been a little elusive for us for the past couple of weeks. We've because of the way our bullpen is pitched, we've given ourselves a chance to win. We just got to figure out how to take it to that next level.
Shelton, do you take it as an encouraging sign seeing a couple home runs? I know they've been elusive for you guys as well in May, but a couple of big swings. Is that something that you guys can maybe turn into something?
Yeah, I mean, good swings. I mean, I don't think we're going to hit homers. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're not going to sit and hit homers with other people. It's more just the hard contact. Brian had a tough night last night. G had a tough night last night. For them to bounce back off a guy that's a really good pitcher and hit the ball at the ballpark, that's an encouraging sign. And Mikey continues to take better swings. I know he's had a tough month, but the last two games he's played and he's taken better swings, so that is encouraging.
I know he finished, but everything okay with Brian? Just taking the ball off the knee there? Is that anything?
Yeah, I mean, he got hit pretty solid. He ran on the 3-2 pitch. We watched him run in the outfield. Joey checked on him during the pitching change. I'm pretty sure he'll be sore because he got it pretty square, but everything seemed all right.
Shelty, what's your approach as a manager when something like that happens? Is it going to be just a talking to with you and the players involved? Is it something you bring up with everybody? Or are we going to see extra PFP maybe tomorrow before the game?
No, I mean, there's no extra PFP for that play because I don't think you would simulate that play. It's more of a, once in a lifetime play that you've seen. I mean, we got a ton of years of experience in our dugout, and I asked Joey and Sherrills both, you ever seen that before? And they said no. So it's, as much as it sucks, it's a talking point, and it's a teaching point of like, we can't chase the guy. We got to go touch the bag.
All good for Shelty?
Thanks, guys.
Okay, everybody, Tyler Anderson is here. Questions for Tyler?
Tyler, what's going through your head as you're watching that weird play kind of unfold with Baez?
I mean, it was just a crazy play. Like there should have been, 8 of us on the field yelling to just go step on first anything, that's a whole team thing right there.
Tyler, how did that affect your start? I mean, you had to pitch longer in that inning, and it may have cost you another inning.
Yeah, I think just there's some extra pitches that inning is all, and then obviously throughout the game. But
Tyler, in terms of the overall performance, did it feel good to sort of bounce back from that last one in Atlanta?
yeah, I mean, overall I felt better. For the most part, what we want to do, but you'd like to come out with the W, but obviously progress.
Tyler, was there anything said on the field, or was that the issue, that it was just quiet?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of quiet, and one of those situations where, there wasn't a bunch of teammates picking up, Will or whatever, whoever it would have been, just say, all we got to do is just step on first or tag that guy, whatever. But it was that's on every single one of us right there.
Tyler, what did you make of today? They hit a couple changeups. Were those pitches executed the way you wanted to, or did you feel like there was something maybe you would have done differently in hindsight?
Yeah, there's something's with those. It's a couple of them that have been hit hard now that wasn't probably the case before. I thought the Wisdom one was executed. Looking back in hindsight, I wish I would have hit him. Wish it hadn't been overturned. But yeah, I thought that was a well executed. It was down and away. It was a good spot, and on a guy we don't have a lot of info on. And then the Bryant one was probably more middle of the plate. I haven't seen the video, but out of my hand, it felt like it was going down the middle, not to a down and away location.
Anything else? Okay.
Tyler, have you noticed as you've had success this year and then your past 3 starts, are hitters attacking you differently, or maybe not swinging at pitches they have in the past? Like, has anything been different for you these past couple versus maybe the first 7 that you've seen?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if there's team stuff, team approaches, or just individuals, or maybe something was different with the Cubs because they've had a lot of at bats against me now this year. So there could be something to that too. But who knows?
All good for Tyler? Okay. Oh, another one? No, good. All right, guys, thank you for waiting. We got Brian Reynolds here. Questions for Brian?
Brian, can you just give us an idea of what you were thinking as that play was unfolding with Will, Craig, and Baez?
Yeah, it was just a weird play, and yeah, I mean, it was just weird.
Brian, you've hit fastballs and sinkers and stuff pretty well this year, but it's been a bit of a struggle against changeups and breaking pitches. How do you sort of work on that and sort of just get them closer together, those numbers?
I mean, I'd like you to show me somebody that hits changeups and curveballs well, but I don't know, just keep working on my approach.
Brian, how's your knee feel?
Feels fine. Yeah, I was expecting it to hurt, but it didn't. So hit the perfect spot, I guess.
Brian, what sort of lessons do you guys take out of that play? I know you're saying it's just weird, but I'm sure you talked about it or had some sort of discussion about it. Like, what can you look back and learn from something like that?
Just get that out at first, and he turns around, runs backwards, just turn around and run it first. But yeah, that was just a funky play, and wouldn't expect it to happen again.
Anything else for Reynolds? Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, Brian.